Hello, all. Can we talk about my hair right now? I feel like a party planning lesbian from Macon, Georgia. Let's get discussing control systems, shall we? Okay. So, I've always been really fascinated by the topic of control and power and who seeks it out and why and where does it come from. We all know sex is power, a form of control. We all know money is power, a form of control. We know that people strive to have both, but it's interesting when you look at control on the daily life. And I was thinking about it and watching interviews, kind of Jesse Ventura, Alex Jones, Joe Rogan kind of people, just people who tend to push me to think further about things. That's kind of just the videos and the media I like to consume because I like to challenge my own comfortability with what I think life and reality is. So, a lot of topics surrounding control systems and how they're involved in our daily lives. Like, take for instance, sitting at red lights. You know, especially being a pedestrian, I walk everywhere. I've lived in major cities my whole adult life. So, I've owned a car, but I haven't in like 5 years because there's really no need. You never drive it. So sitting at a red light, but especially as a pedestrian, when there aren't laws against walking through a red light with no traffic coming. I mean, if you can see 2 blocks away and there's not even traffic, there's no sense in standing on the corner waiting for the light to change. I've always been annoyed with people who do that. I'm like, hello, New Yorkers, unite and let's cross the street. Pedestrians own the roads, and it makes me violent when people act like cars own the roads because cars are privileges. And I have so many thoughts about this. This is going to sound so nutty, so just buckle in, okay? Because don't start clapping back yet. Wait till the end of the video, then we'll get to that. I am down for getting rid of cars out of metropolitan downtowns. I don't think they're needed. I get that people love their fucking cars. It is so fun to drive. I'm not saying banish cars. I'm saying take them out of downtown metros because they're not needed. Invest in infrastructure, put in light rails, put in subways, create more taxi and Uber um, stations. Like, this stuff is so feasible. Here in Portland, they have like an air tram, so you can get up the like the mountainy terrain to go up to like the hospital and the zoo via this giant air bus. And it just swings around and picks people up like every 5 minutes. It's so ingenious. We could have stuff like that. We could have streetcars. We could have trolleys. We could have bullet trains crossing the country if we would stop investing in making cities car friendly. Because, first of all, it's taking up so much fucking space nobody even realizes. If you could take a downtown's roads and condense them into business, pedestrian friendly streets and make it so cars do not have access, the amount of social interaction would increase. You'd be talking to your the people you're passing on the street all the time, and it would also do wonders for investment into downtown. There would be so many shops opening up. People would want to live downtown. You wouldn't have to worry about parking. You wouldn't have to pay for parking. I mean, honestly, it's a really cool idea. It won't happen for a really long time, especially in this country, because we're really stupid and held back here. And I say that choosing my words wisely. I do say the word stupid because we've had long enough to start the transition into clean energy. We've had long enough to listen to smart minds across the world from past and present telling us, hey, what we're doing, this industrial complex, all of these things gearing us towards a polluted world with bad water, air, and land. We're a first world nation and we can't even feed all of our inhabitants, and yet the world is suffering from starvation. This is all due to wasting our time, efforts, and money on the wrong things. And I just want to bring this up to your attention. When you're involved in a system and you take yourself out of the equation, so you're just mindlessly going about doing the duties that system requires, i.e. going from your home to your job and not thinking, turning off your brain, that's where we run into problems. If we, the people, said, hey, you know what, it does make more sense if people who work and live downtown would enjoy a pedestrian friendly, bike friendly, carless area, why not make it the downtown? That's where we invest the most in public transportation. I mean, I get why people are gonna argue this. People love their cars, especially go to California. I don't understand the weird obsession with car. It's a hunk of metal on wheels, and you're stuck in it, sweating your dumb ass for 4 hours on the 101. I don't understand why you're so attached. If you could cut the 101 traffic-wise and put in 2, 3 trains, and you wouldn't be sitting in traffic, wouldn't that be more feasible if you could cut your commute from 2.5 hours down to 20 minutes? Wouldn't that make you happy? I don't understand the logic. We are only growing in population. We are only going to have more and more people on the roads. What exactly are we going to do? What are we looking to do here? I mean, they're going to start policing highways like crazy. You already see that there's stops along highways, especially in the South, where they're stopping people to do these unconstitutional and unlawful search and seizures. And this is stuff that people are just allowing to happen. I mean, you'll see the one-offs who post a video saying you do not have to stop for these. You can politely decline them searching your car. This is audacious that our own government and our own police are acting like Nazi Germany. I mean, to harass its own citizens. That's so criminal and it's so unpatriotic, and yet nobody says anything. And it starts with shit like this. And I was thinking about this very seriously when Alex Jones brought up the issue of the TSA, which is basically, and if you ever go to an airport, those are the people searching bags, screening you, putting you through x-rays and all that stuff. And that's my problem. I've had a huge problem with airports, kind of my whole life. I do think they're a huge control system. I know I sound like a cuckoo banana. I love to travel. I love travel, and I think flying's really cool. I'm not like anti that. But the TSA is a mob organization. It is disgusting. The way they're treating citizens of this country is disgusting. The way that they're treating children under the age of 18, patting them down and touching genitals and all this stuff, disgusting. The fact that now they're trying to reverse a law that makes it completely legal and safe to bring aboard breast milk for nursing moms. They're trying to get that flipped so that you can no longer bring over the allotted amount of fluids onto the plane, even if it's breast milk, because they're saying bombs can be. It's how much in fear do you want to live? How in fear do you want to live? Do you want to worry that there could be bombs in someone's nose hair? Because we're going there. Like, how much do you want to worry? The people going on these planes, the people hijacking, the people with these bombs, 99% of the time, it's an agenda being taken out by a government or a regime or somebody with an agenda. These aren't fucking one-off people sneaking onto planes with a fucking bomb in their shoe. That's not real. And it's really bothering me that we're allowing stupid people to fearmonger to the rest of the country. And because one family owns all media outlets, whether it's magazines or news channels or fucking half the websites online, Huffington Post, owned by a major news outlet, owned by a family. I mean, really, you do have to investigate where you're getting your news. And I will never stand by anyone listening and taking my word as it comes. Do your research. Do you. Like, learn how to be smart and independent and a free thinker, because I don't want to be telling you how to live your life. That's scary. I'm telling you not to allow people to do that. Do not allow your government to tell you what to believe or how to think. And that's what these control systems are. It's the media. It's the food. The food. We are eating poison. We're eating poison and plastic. Look into it. I've done so many videos. Start paying attention to what you're putting in your body, because you are what you eat. And people say that all the time and don't understand what it means. But it means that the food is going into your body and will at some point be on the outward end of your body. It becomes your tissue, your cells, your DNA, your skin, your eyes, your mouth. Like, it's your body. Your food, your intake, your nourishment is your body. That's important. Your water, your air, the quality of this stuff that you're taking in, super important. In 100 years, we, us, humans, human beings, well, we'll be dead, but the next round is going to look back at the people who are around for 2016 and say, where the fuck were their brains? Why wasn't anyone speaking out? Why are there only one-off YouTube videos, and why are there only one-off media outlets that are talking to the people about reality? And why didn't the people listen? And then they're going to realize that it was because our water was all fluoridated, and that's mind control. Again, I can't believe that sounds crazy to say. I can't believe that sounds crazy to say. People are willing to defend a government putting a chemical into your water, something that's not naturally there, putting it in and telling you it's good for you because of your teeth. Like, y'all, you're fucking stupid. I can't argue people that buy into that shit. It's weird to me. It's weird. And if the TSA is allowed to ban a certain amount of breast milk, that's weird. If they start to put it through X-ray machines, that's weird. That's really bad for a baby. You can't put radiation into a baby's only nourishment. That's fucking... What are we doing? What are we doing? And I saw again today related this, control systems, how they're keeping us down. They keep us sick. This is also related. I was seeing a news story that was talking about how babies are being born with cancerous cells. Shouldn't happen. Shouldn't even be possible. But it's because of decades, centuries of people being poisoned by their governments via the air, the water, the food. You're eating tons of GMOs. You're probably fighting for that, saying it'll feed the world. Well, no, we could feed the world with just fruit. We could feed the world with the fruit we can grow on the world naturally. You may be saying, well, it makes everything cheaper. Yeah, because you're eating plastic. You're eating things that your body can't use, and you're getting cancer, and you're getting all these diseases are coming out of nowhere. These aren't being caused by new things humans are doing, except for eating garbage and plastics and poisons and surrounding ourselves with radiation and not caring. But that's basically what this video is about. We are in a control system. We are in a computer program, if you will, and we are just the pawns living out our daily lives. We think we're in control, but choices have been made for you. And you need to rebel against that and say, no, I'm going to pull out and really start to realize, why am I living in a slave society? Why am I fighting with my own conscience to wake up every day and work 9 to 5 at a job you hate in some telemarketing phone bank or some fast food job or some retail job or a hospital or a school? All of these jobs, I have friends in all of them. I've worked in all of them. They treat entry-level positions like shit. I have been there. I've been through it. I know what you're dealing with. You're yelled at by customers. You're yelled at by your boss. You're yelled at when you get home. It's frustrating because you're living your life in fear, being controlled by people who are in charge of whether or not you can afford your food. That's insane. We shouldn't be living like that. If we took away jobs, took away money, I know people think that's nuts because you couldn't buy all the things you want, but you could, because we'd be bartering and we'd be trading, and you would take something of yours that you can do, produce, make. Maybe you're a comedian, maybe you're a singer, maybe you're talented at acting. Like, you could do a talent, trade that for gifts and goods. The lifestyle we're all living is absolutely still accessible and probably would flourish if we would take money out of the equation. We could promote each other to really strive to achieve our dreams. We would push each other to creatively achieve our ambitions, Like, we wouldn't hold each other back. We wouldn't say, oh, I'm worth more than you, or, oh, I want to catch up to her. No, we'd be promoting each other by saying, that's an ingenious idea, I can add to it. Or, that's a really cool thinking philosopher, I want to be involved with that style of thinking. Like, we should be rocketing forward, not stalling and probably progressing backward. Like, we're going to digress. If we elect some of the potential candidates we have going, we are going to digress. Take the time and understand that you are in control of your life, and you can absolutely say no to the control system. Say fuck it. Like, honestly, start thinking about, why are you making the decisions you're making? Why are you eating what you're eating? Why are you doing the things you're doing? Just take the time. Take the time, focus on breathing and really paying attention to the good things that are affecting your life and the bad things that are affecting your life. And let's just keep conversations going about how us millennials can unite and, get rid of a control system that just isn't working for the people, frankly. Because we don't have to endure this the rest of our lives. This experience here on Earth isn't meant to be for slaves. We're supposed to be free and experience each other and humanity and live in harmony. So let's continue that message with comments below. Say whatever is on your mind, not censored, and continue this discussion hopefully progressively, and let's get it to somewhere cool. I love learning from you guys as well. So take care of yourself today. Think more about the topic that we just talked about, and talk to me later. All right, peace out.